As a cat or pet sitter, it is important to take photos and videos on every job. Now, personally, I love doing this. I love taking photos of fun moments, of cute moments, of moments that show I have done what I've been asked, and like anything else in between. It's my favorite part of the job, other than obviously interacting with the animal, but I take great pride in sending, basically photo bombing the owner and showing like a recap of that day's events. That being said, there's another category of video clips specifically that I take on each and every job that I think is super important. And in this video today, I'm going to tell you what it is, show you an example, and explain why this is so crucial. My name is Shannon, and in addition to being a part-time cat sitter, I'm the Meow Meat to the beautiful Katniss. I have been cat sitting for about 3 years part-time regularly. So prior to that, I did cat sit, but it was very, very sporadic. So when I joined Meowtel in July of 2020, I gotta get this right now, 2022, I believe it was, I really dove into this as a very legitimate and very regular part-time gig. And I absolutely love it. Like, it's just the coolest thing. So what is this video I'm talking about? This is what I would call a CYA video. So basically, this is to protect you, to be able to prove to the owner that the last time you were in their home, the cat or cats was there, everything was good, and you left it not only in great shape, but locked. And that is important because, as I have mentioned in other videos, it is very, very common when you have a cat sitting job for an owner to be allowing other people in and out of the house during the duration of that job. So not necessarily while you're there, but maybe throughout the week, there's a house cleaning service coming in, there might be a neighbor getting mail, there could be a million reasons for it. And also, side note, I've mentioned in other videos, this does void your insurance on Meowtel if that is happening. But the bottom line is it does happen. And with that comes risk, because if people are coming in and out of the house, the odds of a cat or cats getting out of the house, which is what I am most worried about, go way up. And if that were to happen, and you don't have this video in your possession, how are you ever going to prove that things were good when you were there? So let me just show you, using beautiful Katniss as my model and demonstrator, exactly what I do in terms of this video. So the first thing I do is make sure the kitty, or kitties if you are watching multiple, are shown clearly on camera so the owner knows that they are in the house. We only have one in this case, so we're just going to show her briefly. Hi, sweetie. Hope you're having a great afternoon. And then after doing that, and again, showing other cats if there are, I take the phone and literally I'm just gonna walk to the front door. And I'm gonna keep the phone rolling just so it's very clear that, nobody can argue that anything happened. The cats are there. And then I go to the front door. And this next part is important because when I open the door, I'm going to film so it is very, very obvious that no cats ran out. So I keep my phone kind of focused on the door and the bottom the entire time. And then after that, I put my key in the door, I lock the door, and I test the door. Okay, so that's the video. And I don't, to be clear, send this video to the cat parents. What I do is I keep it in my possession in case I should need it. And, throughout the duration of a job, obviously you're going over there multiple times. So let's say it's a week-long job, you might be over there 7 times. I will keep the most recent video on my phone. Once I get back to the home the next day and see that everything is good, I will delete that video from the previous day and of course film a new one for that day. And this is really just, it's in case I ever need it, I can actually prove that everything was good. But there's also another benefit, it's kind of like a more personal one, which is I tend to, I don't know if you've ever had this experience, but like when you're at home late at night, my brain plays tricks with me sometimes and I start worrying, did I really lock the house? Is it possible something was left unlocked, could have happened? Honestly, that video has provided comfort to me more than once to just kind of watch it and realize, Shannon, everything was in working order. I mean, there's a lot of responsibility, watching over somebody's pet and home. And so I guess it makes sense that anxiety could flare up, but I found this to be a very easy way to deal with it. The only other thing I would add about this video is when you are filming the part specifically that's showing your feet as you walk out of the door, which is really necessary to prove that no cats are kind of sneaking out as you're leaving, be careful, because while you're focusing on that, that could actually provide the cat an opportunity to do just that. So if you do have cats that are prone to that, I typically like throw a spring toy away from the door to distract them before I leave. The other thing that I've learned is depending on what you're wearing, this can affect that video. So really baggy sweatpants, not great, because they'll kind of obstruct the view and you won't for sure be able to tell that nothing was able to get through. Also lighting, if it is dark, if it's at night, definitely have the flash on your camera, because the filming in the dark doesn't work super well for showing detail. But the bottom line is, this is a video that I highly, highly recommend every cat or pet sitter take when you're leaving the home. Hopefully you never need it. I mean, ideally, and I actually have never had to produce this in the 3 years that I've been doing this. But if I ever have to, I would much rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So there you go, guys. Add this to your photo and video taking repertoire. Hopefully it makes your life a little bit easier, provides additional peace of mind, and in the off chance that you should ever need it, you'll have it, and it will make everything better.